Well, hello. I'm back with another video, as I promised, because I wanted to show all my Greek god skins, because there's apparently a new Aphrodite skin coming, a summer one. It's hopefully on the screen right now. But yeah, let's check them out. So, these are all the ones I have, and these are all the ones that are in Fortnite, because I collect them. So first up is Ares. As you can see, my graphics are pretty bad, but you can see him. You know, a bit blurry. So this is Ares, the god of war in the Greek mythos. He was a part of Fortnite crew. This is the war god's legacy. As you can see, it's just red, but I like this very much. This is the Auric legacy. As you can see, pretty gold and pretty good looking. I like this skin. Let's move on to Face legacy. Pretty shiny, I do have to say. And doesn't look the best, but doesn't look bad either. Rhinebound legacy. Looks pretty clean. Looks like ice, I would say. But what do I know? So yes, I said nose on purpose. Let's move on. Cosmic legacy, which in my opinion looks the best, but you may have your own opinion, and I respect it. As you can see, let's move on to the other crew gods, which there is only one of. Persephone, the god of, well, I don't know really, spring or nature or something like that it was, but yeah, Hades' wife. As you can see, it's pretty, you know, solid looking. And yeah, I can see that she's got the key there like Hades does. She's got the hand like Hades does, also the crown, as you can see. Yep, it's a solid skin. Now let's move on to the Stygian legacy. So as you can see, it's just a knockoff Billie Eilish. I do not like this at all. Only if you have the Hades Stygian style, then you would, you know, match. But not well, as you can see. That's just Billie Eilish, who I do not like, by the way. Let's move on to Auric legacy. As you can see, pretty golden like the Ares skin that I showed before. Yeah, as I said, pretty golden. Nothing else to add there. Face legacy. As you can see, also pretty shiny. Like chrome, a little bit, I would say. Also, it's got that, you know, aura around it, which looks pretty cool. I said it wrong. And now let's move on to the Rhinebound, I think it was. Yeah, Rhinebound legacy. Let's see if it looks as icy as the Ares skin. It sure does. Can match with Poseidon, actually. And let's move on to the best one. Cosmic legacy. As you can see, pretty cosmic indeed. And yeah, it's the best. Let's move on. The next up is Poseidon. He was always there. If you didn't know this, yeah, he was always there. Let's check out his edit styles. He's got 3 edit styles, as you can see. Poseidon, but don't equip kicks. His, you know, ankles are really small. And the second edit style is Immortal Poseidon. Most gods have an immortal edit style, unlockable style, you know. That looks also pretty solid. I'm not a fan of this one, but yeah, at least he did something. So let's move on to Magmatic Poseidon, which I am not a fan of because he's the god of water and horses, I think, yeah. And that's Magmatic, it's in the name. But yeah, solid looking, good, let's move on. So, this is the Aphrodite that gets a new skin later this season or next season, I'm not quite sure. But this is Aphrodite, pretty solid looking skin. Now the textures have come in. Yeah, has a lot of makeup, short hair, you know. Now, there's Immortal Aphrodite. I am not a fan of this one, but it is what it is, right? So yeah, you may have your own opinion and I respect it, as I said earlier, with Aries. Now, onto the third edit style, Heartbreaker Aphrodite. It's just a recolor of the first one, not a fan, just blue. I don't like this one. So, I'm only gonna show the edit styles on the Aphrodite, normal one. So, no super levels, Stygian Aphrodite. I am not a fan of the super levels that were in chapter 5 season 2, yeah. Solid looking, as I said. Too much black. Not that I have anything against black, but yeah, a bit too much. Olympian Aphrodite. Yeah, solid. Except for the hair. I am not a fan of blonde hair at all. No, it's not friendly fire. I heard you ask. Yes, I am blonde, but it doesn't count. And now Titan Flame Aphrodite looks cool, but yeah, not a fan. Yeah, not at all. Black hair. Yep, not at all. Let's move on to the next one. Apollo, who is not actually the god of the sun. He's actually the god of lyres, like the instrument, musical instrument, not the sun. It's actually a common misunderstanding, but yeah, he's not the god of the sun. And also, one thing, he was a twin of Artemis, our next goddess, I should say. Yeah, but Apollo is black, and which I have nothing against, but her twin sister, on the other hand, is white, which confuses me a bit. So yeah, which is also our next goddess, Artemis. The normal edit style looks pretty solid. I like that it's, you know, cosmic. Looks good, I would say. Pretty solid as well, yeah. Now, onto the edit styles. Immortal Artemis, Poseidon also, an immortal form. Not as good as the first one, but yeah, it's still pretty solid. Fiery, I would say. Now, Elysian Artemis, I hope I'm saying that correctly. I do not know how to pronounce that word, but is the Elysian Artemis, yeah. Also pretty solid, but too pink. I am not a fan of the pink. You can also equip the mask, but I choose not to. Now let's go on to the super levels. Stygian Artemis, nothing to say here, too much black, as I said, with Aphrodite. So this is the Stygian Artemis, nothing to say about this one, too much black, but looks solid. Olympian Artemis, still pretty solid. I like blue, but the hair, blonde, I don't like that. On to the final one, Titan Flame Artemis. Yeah, this one looks pretty good. Yeah, I like this one. Let's move on to the next one. Wait, let me check out how to pronounce that. Kieran. Okay. Our next one is Karen. I like this one. That's the Sticky Boatman. Basically, what this guy does is he rows people through the sticks into underworld, and as you can see, he likes money. He won't do this free. You need to give him money for this. But let's move on to the next one, to my personal favorite, Hades. As I said with Persephone, that's his husband. Hades, king of the underworld, god of death, I presume. I don't remember, but you know, he's got the same hand. You know, the chains of Hades on his belt, the key to the underworld, which Persephone had also. Now, he's got an edit style. Immortal Hades. He looks pretty solid. Better than the normal one. Looks really good. Only one thing, which you will notice everywhere in this video. Greek people did not wear pants. They thought only uncivilized people or something like that wore pants, and they did not. They wore skirts of some kind, like here, but you can see pants on under there. But I think it's for the better that those Fortnite skins had it, because you know it would be not family friendly, of course. So onto the colors. These three here are the super levels. This is Lithium Hades. If you have this, you can match with Persephone as a duo. I like this. Also, don't use the normal key of the underworld. Use the Lithium one. I'm not gonna show you the back blinks and pickaxes, but yeah. So this one looks pretty good, better than the normal one. Stygian Hades, that's the best one in my opinion. Looks really green, but I like this. Green is also one of my favorite colors. So yeah, that's that, and on to the next one. Olympian Hades, absolutely not. I despise this skin. Doesn't look good at all. Next one. 13 Flame Hades. Yeah, looks good, but not the best. I remember when I got this, I used to flex like in the pit map with the skin because I had it. I don't know why I used to flex. But the next one is Nike, the goddess of victory. Looks pretty solid, I do have to say, but I do not like that they made this a collab skin with the company named, you guessed it, Nike. But yeah, solid skin. He's got another edit style, which is also pretty good, but not as good as the first one. Looks pretty solid. Not good, not bad. Just a solid skin. As you can see, looks like her bear skin, which I am not a fan of. But it is what it is. On to the next one. Zeus, the king of all gods, god of lightning. Also wearing pants. We do not like that. I like this a lot, but also he has 3 other styles. Conqueror Zeus, as you can see here. Not good at all. I do not like this. Slicked back hair. You guessed it, pants or trousers, as some would say. But yeah, I am not a fan of this one. Immortal Zeus, on the other hand, I am a big fan of. I like this a lot. Except, you guessed it, trousers or pants. Now on to the super levels. Sticky Alien shoes. I do not like this green hair. No. Too much black as well. But yeah, solid. I mean, why would he be sticky? I do not understand this, but on to the next one. Olympian shoes. That's better than the sticky one, but blonde hair. I do not like this. On to the next one. Titan flavor shoes. Doesn't look like shoes at all. Black hair, no. Maybe young shoes, like really young, but yep, do not like this one. On to the next one. Polus. I don't know what god he is supposed to be. I know he's supposed to be a Titan. That's all I know. Nothing else, but yeah. Solid skin, I like this one. Foresight Legacy Polus. Looks pretty solid. I like this one. Red, just like, you know, the Airy skin. On to the next one. Auric Legacy. Pretty golden. I do like this one. Looks pretty good. On to the next one. Pretty shiny. Nothing else to add. Pretty good. Good. Great even. I like this. On to the next one. Rhine-bound Legacy. I see. At least it looks to me like pretty icy, which looks pretty good. I like this. Like fire and like ice fits really good. Fits together really good. And on to the last and the coolest one. Cosmic Legacy. As I said, that's the coolest one in my opinion. You may have your own, as I said already. But yeah, I think this is the coolest one. These are all the Greek gods in Fortnite. And for fun, I added the Olympian, who was like a henchman in the season that most of these skins come from, and the other henchman skin was an underworld commander, which I personally like more than the Olympian. And tell me in the comments below if you're gonna buy the new Aphrodite skin or not. I definitely will, because I collect, you know, those skins. But yeah, thanks for watching this video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Yeah, I sure hope you will watch my next video. But until then, bye bye.